This is Michael Smith of MedPage Today. In Science this week, researchers are reporting that people who live to be 100 or more have patterns of genetic variation that allow them to live much longer than average. The research is in its early days, but clinicians are excited about the potential. I spoke with Dr. Catherine Teng of the Cleveland Clinic, whose job is to integrate such information into clinical care.
So I think that this is very exciting for the whole field of genetics and genomics and personalized health care. This is an example of a type of study that's being done for several disease conditions and also just patient populations to see if we can find genetic variants that cause or influence your risk for getting disease or your risk for survival, I guess I should say, your longevity. So this is a very exciting time for these types of studies, and they can potentially give us a lot of information now, but also in the future, to target wellness and risk for disease, and then also to develop potential medications or treatments.
The response of patients to this news is difficult to predict, but Teng warned against feelings of genetic determinism, the idea that nothing can be done or that nothing needs to be done because the future is determined by one's genes.
This study indicates that there are genetic variations that are correlated with longevity, but that's not the only answer. Many factors go into play, and so we should always recommend to our patients still that they lead healthy, mentally and physically productive lives, and that they don't smoke, and that they engage in behaviors that are healthy.
In the short term, the study, while groundbreaking and promising, will not affect how doctors go about their business, Dr. Teng told me.
From a clinical practice standpoint, when I'm seeing patients, it really is not useful or helpful right now. I think the takeaway from this is that it's a very exciting time for genetics and genomics, and that we as healthcare providers and as patients need to ready ourselves for the potentials of genetic and genomic information, because the wealth of information is coming. Much of it is here, and much more is coming, and it's really going to impact the way that we practice medicine, the way we think about our health and our wellness and our risk for disease. And it's also going to impact the way we are able to manage disease, so that we can hopefully customize medications that people are getting, so that not everybody's getting the same dose, that we'll know specifically what you need to get as an individual.
I'm Michael Smith, MedPage Today.